EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing on first down is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Allen now on first down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice
nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From midfield, here's Allen. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're open to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Carlos Basham able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. This is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Try and push the pile. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Giovanni Ricci, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second and a couple, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
To throw on second and 10, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. And the football pops free. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Allen. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. Forced out to his left. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Being chased out left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so it probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen dancing to his left. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills.
Let's go. Let's do this. 53 to 319.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw is Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pass complete to Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there for the Patriots. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And the Bills come up with